Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Nogard Grimm's journey through Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels. So it happens we're going to be having our very interesting situation. I'm going to continue on with the quests of knowledge and to find out the lores. Although I gotta admit, that's a pretty cool deck. Dino Miss. I've actually tried playing that one. That's been very useful. Time to start this one. Legends of the Star Heroes. Ooh. I will try my best to learn all this. Why not? Have fun. Whoa. They seriously. This one I did not expect. So, let's look at the scenario. Here we go. Chosen by the world legacy. Yes, 'tis come. The rulers of this star were not human. That world was ruled by 7 mechanical life forms, known as the Mech Knights. And across the land they spread their vanguard. The Crawlers. These crawlers tend to swarm and destroy all man-made structures in their path. They most likely lack an emotion. Helpless before the ruthless machines, mankind had no choice but to live in hiding. Dense with these thick trees, gloomy even in the daytime, the hinland, known as Forest of the Stars. There lay a hidden village where humans lived inconspicuously. The village was protected by a barrier that would prevent intruders from invading or even discovering it. The ritual wand passed down through many generations made the barrier extremely resilient and was never broken. Not once. Even so, the villagers were suffocated in the exit day after day, not knowing that when the great threat would come knocking at their doorstep. From within the suffocating unease of the village, there were still those determined to fend off the Aroman and Ringinzu. There was a reason they fought so desperately. It was the village priestess, the younger son of Ninger's Ib. From birth, the priestess possessed a divine power that synergizes with the ritual wand to create barriers. Ib's power was far stronger, was the strongest the village has ever seen in its history, though it was merely a comparison to the frightening forces that grew stronger by the day. Her companions saw how hard she tried to put on the brave face of the village, and wished they could lighten her burden, even by a little. Ruram. Sorry if I mess up the name. And Niggershum. Ningish Ru. Ningish Su. I hope I got that right. Along with the baby dragon, Imdu crossed the barrier, hoping to slay even just one crawler. One day, Ib heard from the inside of the village a faint sound that smelled like a human. The two could not hear it. However, Ib proclaimed that she keeps hearing the voice. Afraid Ib would be venturing into the forest alone. Iram, Ninges, Gers, Shu, and the baby dragon set foot inside the Hidra. The sun had already set, leaving only starlight to guide them. The scent of trees and soil hung in the cold air. knew her footsteps was unsure. It ventured into the forest as if she was being guided. Careful not to lose sight of her, the three looked out for crawlers as they followed her. Suddenly, an abrupt shriek. It vanished before their eyes. Rushing to the place where they saw had fallen off a low cliff. It appeared Ibn had been so spellbound in the direction of the voice, she did not even notice there was no ground before her. The three descended the cliffs. They were relieved to find uninjured. Before their eyes, a mysterious structure appeared. If it had been there before, they would have noticed it. As if this had been there for hundreds of years, it was enscourged in trees and entwined with vines. Their nervous attention. The wand it held in her hand glowed, and the building started to rumble as if to respond. The mighty light radiated from the building, blowing aside the trees, cloaking everything in blinding light. Even as their eyelids closed, the pierced mercilessly flew. As they finally opened, a fairy fluttered into the air before them. A fairy spoke to the startled party. "I am Lee, that world chalice fairy." A spirit that had been sealed inside that structure that has released the blinding light known as the world's legacy, world chalice. In the previous times, her duty was to guide mankind, but that was obstructed by the Mekk-Knight. For many years, she had been waiting for a world hero capable of activating the world chalice, and that is they are those world heroes.
Please lend me your strength and gather the scattering starlight and save the world from the great darkness,
she spoke. Through Benison by Lee's story, Amra and the group were able to moved by her earnestness, decided to lend a hand. Hearing their resolve, the fairy Lee smiled and bestowed them the powers of the awakened world chalice. Well, time to practice. I just hope I don't mess up. I worry. I'm a worried one. Well, technically I'm always Sam, but who knows? Oh, there's Twilight. Oh, let's go a webbit. Ah. Okay. Hope this goes good. And remember the rulings I have is if I lose, I get to use one of my decks I currently have possession of for story time. I just hope it does good. Oh boy, I think I'm going. If I'm going against crawlers, this is gonna be. World Challenge. Okay, I kind of messed up there. So.
for me to lay up some, at least some stronger defense points. New crawlers are gonna be ruling the day. But then again, these two cards are gonna be really a pain in the butts. Whoops! I think they just realized their dummy move. They ain't that smart. Got an idea. Ooh! I just gained a new idea plan. If my plan works, it's gonna be hilariously funny. Time to bring the world to the world tower. What is this? Not what I wanted. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Finally. Why is it insisting I use that card? No. Just in case. Finally. Well, that just made things a little bit more interesting. We'll finish off with this one here, and then we'll progress into the other ones later down the line.
To protect humanity, accept these earnest wishes. Ram, and the group promised to help her. Accompanied by Lee, they set off to return to the village. They encountered several crawlers who blocked their way. Aran, Ningirsa, and Imdur stood before the crawlers with their newfound strength coursing through them. As they stood between the monsters and what they set out to protect, tension hung heavy in the air. As cold sweat ran down his chin and dampened the soil, the great tension those seized upon their foes, lunging towards the exoskeletons of the crawlers. Enran's sword cleaved through the enemies with ease. Their swords and lance pierced nimbly, and it burns and claw tear ferocity to the metal hides. The battle was over as quickly as it started. The power of the world chalice that Lee has granted them was much greater than expected. They could not conceal their surprises at the world's chalice power that now dwells in their body. According to Lee, there are 6 other world legacies in the world with equal power to the world chalice. If they were recovered, it would be possible not only to destroy the crawlers, but destroy the mech knights who rule the world. This information provided a ray of hope for the people who lived so long in the gloomy forest. Following these words and the guidance of the world chalice, the young folks of the forest of the stars set out on a journey to seek the next enlightened world legacy.
And that's gonna have to be it for now. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, show us that you like the channel. We're constantly trying to upload videos as soon as we can, and I do hope you enjoy this. And until next time, check out also the subreddit, and farewell. Bye!